Yay, we're live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Dramatic. Yeah,
What is up?
y'all reached the right stream. Everything's cool. I just got
It's your
some
boy,
shit, so I ain't
Righteous
getting
Ain't Playing.
back on yet.
Yes, sir. Righteous Ain't Playing in the building.
So we good. We be alright. What's up with you though?
Man, who are you, man? What's your name?
Nigga, I'm
Introduce yourself
chosen, bro.
to the fine folks, man.
Nigga, you interrupted my apology for the shit not being right. So yeah, this chosen. Now, what's up with you though?
Yeah, you already know. Just over here, ready to do a fantabulous show, man.
Oh shit. Oh, headphones backwards. Alright, there we go. What you was saying, bro?
Man, I was just saying, man, I'm ready for a great show, man. I don't know about you.
Man, of course. You know you're ready for a great show. You know you're ready. I am here trying to maintain and trying to figure out where all this new shit is. The setup different on StreamYard and my computer different. So I'm just trying to hold on, but I'm definitely happy that we're here. Again, another apology. Last week I slept through the show. As always, Righteous was ready and waiting. And I know if he could have went live on his channel, he probably would have. But yeah, I fell asleep last week, guys. And that's why we didn't have a show. Because I was sleeping.
That nigga was stoned and sleeping.
Yeah, life was life like a motherfucker. For sure. Nigga was tired.
Mm-hmm.
What's been new with you, man? I see you've been all here, there, and everywhere. You tell the people where you been, man. We've been seeing the posts on Instagram. What the fuck
Oh
is the
shit, man! It's a little bit of everywhere, man. Shit, we went up to Utah, came back to Phoenix, picked up in Phoenix, took to California. Then had a load from California to California. And then shit, man, I just came on back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Went out there, got a little taste of it. Shit was cool. Had the trusty pen with me. Definitely, yeah, man.
What are you smoking?
What's this shit called? I can't remember right now. It's the only one I'll be fucking with though. It's pretty good. Get you pretty high. But the good thing about it is, man, even though I would much rather smoke hash rosin, like this shit don't have no smell to it. Or the smell dissipates very quickly.
Okay. That's gotta be a bonus, right?
Oh, it's a big bonus, man, especially when you out and about. You know what I'm saying?
I would imagine so.
Did you get a brand new parakeet or something?
No, that's my. I got a brand new where I have my computer here, which is right by my window. Hey, but it's just like how you be sometimes with the birds chirping. You just know you enjoying life. That's all.
I just didn't know if that was like some new sound effects or something you had.
Nuh-uh, it's called life. It's called life. Same sound effects that we all have when we go outside. Makes me happy myself. I know the birds are happy. I'm happy.
Hell yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. What you smoking on over there, man?
Train wreck, live, sugar, and gastropop flour. Which gastropop? I never had it before. I just want to see. I've heard about it. It was the grape something. It was sometimes something that was popular. It's cool. I liked it. The other shit that I was smoking, man. What I found out is I'm a very big sherbet fan, and I didn't know that. Because again, as I tell you all the time, in the loop, we used to just get weed. We didn't even know like what's what, who got what. It was just loud or whatever. So I don't know that I've been smoking sherbet or whatever. But now that the dispensaries came about, and I started going, I'm able to get my hands on things that got names and titles that I know for sure. I have figured out that I am definitely a sherbet fan. Regular sherbet, sunset sherbet. This other shit I was smoking is sunset sherbet times thin mint Girl Scout cookie, and I did enjoy that. Had a dumbass name. It was called Moochie. Moochie.
So you went to the dispensary?
I didn't. Somebody went and gave me something.
Huh. How is it? How is the dispensary weed, man? How do you put it next to the street weed, man? What's in your area right now?
It's better than street weed because that shit is all dried out and broke down from what I see at work. Anyway, I would rather go there than the street. For sure.
Huh.
First choice would be a grower. First absolute choice, but I got somebody friends of the program coming through tomorrow to actually bring me some like sustainable weed. You know what I mean? So that's cool. We'll
Get
get
your
by
little
with that.
sponsorship.
Nah. I do gotta holler at
Like, like those, like the Bad News Bears. Remember how the niggas, the baseball teams, they got to get sponsored by some company.
yeah. Nah, this is just a cool ass friend. I believe it's gonna be some of my shit as well. What up, Pip? Some of my shit as well. So nigga
Pipiano,
always like his own shit, but
what up, D-Line?
I use the dispensary when I do go, or even if I do get something from the dispensary. Because here's the thing, I've been to the dispensary quite a few times, like maybe I don't know, maybe like 20 or so. I don't like buying new shit, and in our city, they had a habit of not telling you what the cross was. They would just in the beginning, they would just say it's this, and you know me, I don't shop by numbers. I shop by what the fuck the shit is, right? So like that I didn't like that because it'd be like purple mandarin and it'd be like what the fuck is that? You just gotta guess what the fuck the shit is because they didn't tell you. Well, now that we've come along, every dispensary pretty much tell you what all the crosses of everything is now, so I can better
Man,
drink it.
I can't lie, bro. I definitely buy that shit based off of numbers, but not strictly based off of numbers. Like, for instance, I'm one of them people who believe in this day and age there should be no weed that's less than 20%. That's CBD. You know what I'm saying? Like, just in the weed world. So it's like if you out here selling this shit, that's just my opinion. I'm pretty sure it's people who don't agree with that statement. But you know what I'm saying? Like, why could you not at least have something that's 20%?
And see, here's the funny thing: this Sunset Sherbet Times, Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies. Hey yo, that shit was 18.3% or some shit, right? But that other shit, that gastro pops that I was telling you about, that gastro pop, that shit was like 20 something. Hey dog, swear to God, that motherfucking Sunset Sherbet and Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies give me way more bakes than the other shit do because it's a way heavier high. So me knowing what I know that something can have 28% THC content and something else can have 19. But depending upon what that 19 is, I'm gonna feel a lot more couch locked or a lot more baked than what that 20 something percent is, depending on the strain, right? Is what I found out. So that's why I tend to shop by strain because I know if I got some shit that's 26%, it might not even be heavy. It might be some new shit that I don't know to cross, and you know, it might do whatever. But again, a lot of the shit that I like and I smoke at the dispensary tend to be in the 18s and 19s for some weird ass reason. I definitely have smoked shit that was 26% and 25%. I smoked a lot of that shit from the dispensary, but I actually, depending upon what the actual strain is gonna tell me more so if I'm gonna be baked than the THC percentage is personally. For me,
Hell yeah, man, and everybody's different
for sure.
for sure, man. But that 20%er, like I feel like that's the barrier to entry. Hey man, 18 is pretty close. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, like I just can't understand like as a dispensary why you would have something that's less than that. Outside of the fact that, like you said, hey man, somebody probably gonna like it. But I
Because
feel like just from a marketing aspect, I feel like all my shit would need to be 20 or better.
it's just like we say, some places and some people do have strains that are just good that don't score high. Like if you got like an OG Kush, that motherfucker might. Hey, which brings me to my next point. A lot of that old shit might not test high. That might be why we don't see it. See the fucking dispensary because, hey, the OG Kush might not be 26%. That shit might be 19%, right? And it is a lot of people that are like you that do just like fucking shot by the numbers. So from a like you said, from a branding, not even from a branding perspective, from a sales perspective, why would I get OG Kush and that shit don't test high, which means it ain't gonna sell. So that should have never really come the fuck back because hey, it didn't test high and it still don't. But
Hey
if
man,
you
the way I
smoke
look
that
at that
shit,
shit is find one to do test I get it.
if you smoke that shit though, it'll put you in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? So again, niggas can start doing what they be doing. They can lie about what shit is just so the numbers are high. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Jazzy Purple? What up, D Mite?
Eighth for 40, no smell from the dispo. And see, that's that shit that I'm talking about. The weed that I just got was like, what she said that shit was? I think it was like $70 for like a whole half, and that shit was actually fucking good. You know what I'm saying?
What's
Like it
going
was.
on? Organic Herbs 420. Hey, look, man. I just man, that shit is $80 at the dispensary here. If you get an ounce.
Shit was grown, pretty good. Uh, the to me, all of the like rising and shit be the same. I get it because it give me higher, but it's the same. I like flower rising. It tastes better. This shit just tastes. All that shit be tasting the same. Even when you gave me the shit you made, it all had that same weird ass taste at the end that flower rising don't got.
Man, go in that bitch and grab 8 eighths for $80. Shit can't be. This is banana OG times. Not what I'm smoking, but what I just showed y'all, which I know probably wasn't the greatest picture, but banana OG times dosilato.
That's my shit, Dosey Lotto.
Yeah, man, that's it out, man. Let me grab that. Let me see how that is. But right now, I'm smoking on some shit called the Litter Bomb. Definitely drier than I would like, for sure, but got a nice big ass cigarello rolled up. You scrolling them bitches, man. Bitches look like little magic wands and shit.
Man, that joint made a nigga hot. Hot. Shit. So what you think? What you think about yeah, that nigga done been back. I don't think he back to Spark Beta yet. I got my shit right here, which I'm gonna partake of in a second. But this joint whooping my ass. But yeah, uh, yeah, I don't put a lot of value in the numbers, man, just because I know how inflated the most be. We talk about the shit all the time on here, man. I can't talk about the shit and say numbers don't matter and then go shot by the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously they do matter then.
No, man. For me, like I was saying, man, it's only one of the things I look at. Like first, I'm gonna look at the numbers. Like if I look at the weed and that shit like 17%, and then I look at the number at 17%, then I look at the weed and the weed looks like 17%. You see it? I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? But if I look at some shit, let's say that shit say 18%, but damn, this shit look like it's 20, 21, 23, 29. It just look way better. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes that shit can say 17% and really look like some Babbage, which I'm sure y'all remember that word from back in the day, some good old Babbage.
See, now we just seeing her in real time from an actual grower, right? The first thing you look at is the number, and the second thing you look at is what it looked like. Now, to me, that is a lot of reason, and I just use you as an example in this point, because you're a grower, a nigga that know about weed. Now, imagine the average consumer. So if you're looking at the number and how the shit look, that's what the average consumer is looking at the number and how the shit look, which is why you can go to the dispensary and get some shit with a high number that look good and it don't be about shit. That's why motherfuckers be complaining. Ah man, this shit, man, it look good and this and the third, but nigga, it ain't got no legs. It ain't got this.
You know what?
Well,
I'm gonna go out on
because
a limb. I'm gonna go out on a limb, bro. And I know you're not talking about specifically me, but I can't really think of a time where I went to the dispensary. It's not too many times, and I got the weed, and I was like, man, this shit is trash. It's not too many times.
well,
Has
I
it
don't think
happened?
it's.
Yes,
I
but
don't
I
think
think
it.
that shit has happened far more times in the streets where it be like, man, this shit ain't shit. Cause hey, man, I was in the Reggie era,
Well,
so
I ain't even really necessarily talking about you. I'm just talking about the narrative that be going around in the communities, in the circles that I be in, and just based on that narrative, with what you gave by your own description, it kind of did fit the narrative. I wasn't saying that you got weed that was 26% was trash. I'm just saying I've heard you get weed and it was high and it's like it was cool. That don't mean it was trash. That just mean nigga it was cool. It was cool. Pretty good. It was cool, right? So like again, I'm not saying it, and I'm one of them niggas that think it ain't really no trash out here. It's just weed that's better than other weed. All the weed is okay. Some weed is better than other weed, so I don't really feel like that shit is some straight trash. It's really hard to find some straight trash that I won't smoke. At least like for me, most of it should be okay. Some of it should be a little bit better than that, though, right? But again, if you shop like that, I know the average motherfucker that don't grow shit shop like that. So I think that's why from a corporate money perspective, right? That's why a lot of the strains become prevalent as they come because they are easy to sell, right? And the numbers do test high because now instead of looking at the strain first, right, and what it is first, most motherfuckers gonna look at like you just said. The first thing I'm gonna look at because it's a combination of things, but you went down the order. First thing, number. Second thing, how it look. Look match the number. But like by the time you get to what the fuck it actually is, just like man, we did checked off so many other things. Oh yeah, by the way, what is this? You know what I'm saying? So like I think that weed is bred like that to sell. Shit gotta sell like you said. The average person don't want to go in that motherfucker and see some shit to say 19. I know I ain't the average motherfucker.
what up, you new to trees? Sapphire Gibson, what up?
That's show. You know what? I did a test of that pill on my channel a long ass time ago where I took a 100-watt LED against a 150-watt HPS. Now, back then, I really, it was a bunch of shit I didn't know. I did not know what I was doing. I had the LED way too fucking far away, way too fucking far away, right? And it was a Cobb LED. It was cool because I did have a nice little barrier up, but I just my light values was like off. But it was a good experiment to see the different. It was the same weed too. It was a good experiment just to see how the bud just looks different physically under different lights, right? How HPS seemed to blow out the bud and LED seemed to make the same bud that's blown out on HPS more solid, more compact. I personally still got around the same weight. The look was just different. The look was more grandiose under HPS. I think that the HPS and the LED mixed together is the best thing. You would have to figure out the right mixture, the right intensity to mix the shit. But I do think that's the best mixture of shit, personally. But you go back and check it out. It was a cool little side by side, but it was fucked up because my LED was 1,000 feet in the air. 1,000. Oh, which reminds me, I think I got like 3 more weeks on these seeds. Then we gonna jump right back into it. With a reverse, probably a reverse of the caramel cake because I got a really nice female that I like. So as soon as those get done, we gonna jump right back in the next round, the next films. Of course, only available through the Patreon, obviously. But I'm a Patreon member, so y'all should be coming. And then we got this big ass plant, the one plant, the 4x4. That shit got about another month, and then I'm finna put out of them. I can't remember how many I had. I think it might have been 30 something. I ended up with 18 confirmed females, and I still got 2 more that I'm kind of guessing on. So what we gonna do is we just gonna flip the whole thing today. They short and shit, and they little, but it's cool because I really don't feel like, man. I really them big ass plants be drinking, so it'll be cool. It'd be nice to go back to it'd be nice to go back to what it was when back when I was doing smaller runs. So it's cool. That's all I got going on with that. It just made me think about that shit. That's all. That's all.
Now let
Since
me
I'm
ask you,
too
because you
lazy,
don't know
probably
what them two are. Are you gonna put them in the front of the tent? You just put them in there. Like, what's your game plan on that?
it take well, it take pollen a long ass time to fucking man. Look here, if you got males and females in your tent and you miss the male to the point to where he has already dropped pollen, you ain't been in your tent in a long goddamn time. So for me personally, I put them right in the front, so I ain't got to go searching for them because they're right there. With all these seeds or most of them, I got a few of mine, but most of them are brand new from all different breeders. When I grow regular seeds, I check them thoroughly the first 2 weeks of flower anyway, right? Because again, I'm trying to make sure that I catch all the males. Because sometimes I've been doing this shit a little minute. Sometimes it can be some shit, and I'll be like, oh, that's a female, look like a female, and it ain't, right? Yeah, I might not see no hairs yet, but I also didn't see no balls. So I'm like, yo, it looked like this one structure wise, right? It might be a female. So, and it wasn't. So I check everything, twice. The only herms I've ever had have always came from regular seed myself personally. So I tend to check them a little bit more thoroughly. Um, so they'll be right there in the front. And I already know that if everything else is spitting out hairs and they still ain't show shit, I'll probably get rid of them motherfuckers anyway. Because they mean, A, they moving incredibly fucking slow if everything else got the hair shooting all out. Or B, they having some type of genetic imbalance going on inside itself, maybe where it's trying to still figure out what it want to be. Maybe, you know,
Hey man, shout out to Piff man
free be
for
anything it want to be.
getting his RO system operational, man. Shout out to you, bro. Hey man, just to be on some real shit, man. I said somebody had the RO filtering on the outside and filtering that way. I thought that was pretty smart. If you didn't want to drill no holes or do no shit like that, plug that shit up to your spigot outside on the side of the house.
And
If you got what?
whatever electronics y'all want to get, y'all better get that shit by the 31st. That's when that shit is supposedly gonna wear off and them tariffs gonna start. And yo, based on the fact that he did this shit in 2018, why wouldn't he do it this time? So again, motherfuckers done already raised prices on some shit talking about tariffs. Tariffs ain't even kicked in yet. That shit don't even start until the 31st of fucking May. So
Hey man, we gotta get these extra
time.
dollars. We can get these extra dollars, man. Yeah, that shit crazy.
Shit really gonna jump after that.
Oh yeah.
Like jump, man. that shit gonna jump. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
That's what's up, you know.
Damn,
Inu says I
dog.
got a baseline road and a AD outside. Man, it's Andre Drummond, right? Arnold Drummond. Arnold Drummond. See now I be forgetting which
Kind
the
of
A
top
stand
raw
for.
system. Hook it straight to the faucet, no drilling. That's cool. My water pretty good. I don't need an oil system, I don't think. Plus, I used to get oil water, and I didn't really something that we be doing when I be talking about PCs and shit. Price to performance. I didn't see the price to performance in getting oil water for my plants. I did that shit for about 2 years. Um, I went back to regular water. I had a point in time where I did regular water and oil water next to each other in the same tank. Um, I didn't really see that much of a difference. I feel like it would probably be a different. Oh, I know how to spell. I probably was high and just misspelled it. Nasco bar. Hey, you must be new here, because that's not the first time I have said some shit wrong or misspelled some shit. Nasco bar. And it probably won't be the last. Damn, but you straight here.
Mm.
That's crazy. It's a dead channel, but yet you're here.
Smoking bush ain't you. Man, that makes me think that motherfucker's from London, isn't it?
Good
Isn't it?
bush.
Is it smoking bush ain't you? Where you from? Fucking Australia? That's what that shit make me think, man.
Good bush. Man, I lost all the goddamn transition, so we just gotta go to the fucking first topic. I'll fix all of that shit today. Later on. I didn't know it was missing. Hold on,
Man, let's do it.
let me topic up. Topic up for him real quick. Hundreds of Humboldt marijuana farmers expected to lose licenses over tax debt. Damn, that's crazy. Just that title over tax debt, my guy.
Man,
Hundreds of
that's what I
marijuana
said.
farmers in California's Humboldt County are in jeopardy of losing their business licenses as a deadline looms to pay county cultivation taxes levied years ago. Huh. County growers in the state's famed Emerald Triangle face a March 31 deadline to eliminate all tax debts associated with Measure S, a ballot referendum approved by voters in 2016 when the industry outlook was far better than it is today. That's in 2016. Hmm. According to a Public Records Act request from the Humboldt County Growers Alliance obtained by MJ Biz Daily, more than 75% of the county's 1,000 or so cultivation permit holders carry some tax debt. Well, shit, I mean, most normal people carry tax debt, wouldn't you say? A lot of normal people. Uh, the average outstanding tax debt is roughly 12,000 according to data and officials, although some owe more than 150,000. In all, cultivation permit holders owe the county more than 17 million in taxes, primarily from 2017 to 2021. But it is now 2025 and we need our shit. The overhang is indicative of a larger statewide predicament. Operators owe more than 1.3 billion in unpaid taxes and related penalties,
Yeah.
citing Department of Tax and Fee Administration data. Over the 765 listed account holders with cultivation licenses in Humboldt County, public records show 415 agreed to a payment plan. Nearly as many, 350, did not. For the segment of operators who have failed to work with county officials or ignore their warnings, their fate is sealed, according to the 5th District Supervisor, Steve Madrone. He told MJB's Daily that most have dropped off the map completely, abandoning groves and other commercial requirements, including property taxes and various application and processing fees. We can't even find them. We can't locate them. They walked away from disasters on their property. They fucking left. There's not going to be any forgiveness there. The county's 5-member board is slated to discuss the issue at a March 25 meeting, where they could approve enforcement measures such as license suspensions and revocations, and or provide more industry relief by extending the deadline. Fuck no. Referendum returns to haunt growers. More than 8 years ago, Humboldt County. Oh, that's the same shit we said. That's crazy. Do you think they try to go find them motherfuckers?
Man, even if they don't, man, I just think motherfuckers gonna take their damn land, bro. Just think about that shit. Imagine you got some land that's worth, 100, 200,000, and you lose the shit because you ain't got the 12,000 to pay it. Like, hopefully they can get whatever they owe. You know what I'm saying? So that way they can keep their land. But taxes is a motherfucker, man.
Do you think that they'll take all the people in Humboldt County shit and then they start growing their own weed? Do you think they'll still use that land to grow weed, or do you think they'll just get rid of, like, man, fuck weed, we ain't doing none of that shit here?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
We don't care nothing about that shit. What's up, Chef Life, homie? We don't care nothing about that shit or nothing.
Like I said, man, I ain't sure, but one thing I do fucking know is, shit, man, I don't think they would hesitate to take them people's shit. Whether they resell it, whether they rejuvenate it and build some shit on it, who fucking knows, man? But, like, that shit shit's disheartening. Just sad shit, man.
Okay, let's go. Florida's medical cannabis license renewal fees will stay at $1.3 million. Damn, man, it's like the fucking theme today is millions of fucking.
And that's the reason why I wanted this topic, because I just be thinking about that shit. So a license costs $1.3 billion. My word.
Man. Hold on, y'all. Real quick, taking a dab. Can't read. What's up, Cloudy, man? Glad you're here.
I just said I can't read and dab.
Nah, I can't. Okay, here we go. Medical cannabis operators in Florida will continue to pay roughly $1.3 million in biennial. Is that a typo? License renewal fees after the First District Court of Appeals dismissed arguments that the state should use revenue generated from other marijuana-related activity to reduce the fees. I mean, why not? It's all weed. Why not use the money for this weed over here to pay for this other weed? Like, that's weird. According to a Green Market Report, the court ruled unanimously that the state health department's statutory authority includes establishing the free structure for medical marijuana treatment centers as dispensaries are designated in Florida. Wow. The emergency rule established by the state adheres to Florida law requiring license fees to cover regulatory costs. Chief Judge Timothy Osterhaus ruled Wednesday. We see no arbitrariness or, capriciousness. I fucked that word up pretty badly.
Pretty goodly.
In the rules formula because that's okay. You'll read the next one. Explicitly conditions the department licensing fees setting authority on covering two specific costs with those fees. Osterhaus wrote in his decision. The fees were increased by more than 20-fold, from 60,000 to 1.3 million in 2022 after a legislative mandate that supported that was supported by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. We've all heard of that nigga before. Sanctuary Cannabis, a vertically integrated operator with multiple dispensaries in the state, in 2023 requested an administrative hearing with the health department, arguing in a petition that the fee hike was an exponential increase from previous assessments. In November, Florida approved 22 new dispensary licenses, which will nearly double the number of licensed companies operating in the state. Gotta pay to play.
Man, what you think about that, man? How much do you think it should cost for a motherfucker to like get a license? What do you think's a good number? Do you think it should be tiered based off of, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest. I can't even give you no number because I can't even really fathom what the fuck they make to know what a fair number is. So I'm not gonna say a fair number is 1 billion if you're gonna make fucking 30 trillion. I think the number got to be a little relative to what you stand to make in the business is what I think.
Got you. But
somewhat scalable.
Yeah, but what about like barrier to entry? Do you feel like that the average motherfucker should be able to say, "Hey, man, I want to start a grow and sell cannabis," and you know, like, shit, I want to do it legally within the state. Like, what do you think they should be charged? You think they should be charged, 1.3 million, or like, do you think it should be relative to, the size, space, the grower, or you think it should just be one set price?
Let me look up something real quick and I'll tell you.
Nigga sound like you on a typewriter.
Yep.
Ting.
I like mechanical keyboards. I don't like the soft membrane keyboards. So let me see something real quick. See, I think that it should be the same thing, the same amount that you would charge someone to open a liquor store. I got the next tale. We all over here, mechanical keyboards, nigga, chirp phones. You know how we get down, baby. Damn, that'll be half a century next year. But nah, I think that it should be just like operating a liquor store, right? I think that when you can own a liquor store and not be the person that actually is the brewery. First, I think that they should they shouldn't connect it like that. Like I feel like if you want to open a dispensary, it shouldn't have nothing to do with where you getting your weed fucking from, which I don't know if it does or doesn't, but I just think it should be just like opening any other retail, store. It should be the same exact way, right? I feel like the growers should adhere to whatever the fucking brewers in the alcohol industry got to adhere to. Now, I don't know the number, but I do think that number should be fucking relative, right? Because I don't feel like it should cost you an exorbitantly amount of money, way more than it would cost to start open a liquor store. It should be around the same thing, is what I think. Now, again, I don't know what that number is, and that's why I don't want to guess, because I'm small-minded. I might say a billion, and most people be like, a billion ain't shit, or a million ain't shit. I'm finna make a trillion. So I don't know.
Then I'm the small-minded nigga, because see, this is how I think it should go. Hey man, if you're doing less than 100 plants to get your license, it should cost you, and this is just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? It should cost anywhere from 20 to 30,000.
To get what though?
To have a license to be able to grow, you know what I'm saying?
But ain't that
many plants and sell? Hold on, and sell and turn around and sell if you want. You know what I'm saying? As a dispensary. but I think that's a fair number. And then I just think, you know what I'm saying, it should be, you know what I'm saying, maybe like $5,000 a year to renew it. If you doing 100 plants or less, right? And when I say 100 plants or less, maybe we'll up that to like 200, 250, some shit
But
like
what if
that.
I don't want to grow no plants? I just want to open a dispensary. I fuck the plants. I know somebody that can get I can get the weed from. Like it's just like a liquor store. Like why should I have to be connected to 200 plants if I just want to open a dispensary that don't got shit to do with the
Well,
plants?
the liquor store ideology or thought process, that shit becomes very murky too because there's some places that have state-owned liquor stores, and you wouldn't want your state to take that approach because now you can only get the weed from the state, you know. So that's the reason why I was even bringing up the fact that, like, hey man, you can grow this many amount of plants. You can have 250 plants at any one point in time. Because hey man, I think even for a low level grower, they would figure out how to get that 30,000.
I agree if I want to be a grower. But what if
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to?
But I'm just saying that gives you the ability to just not only grow but sell too. That's what I'm
But
saying. Like
that's
you can have a
benefit,
storefront and you can
right?
sell your product.
Right, but that's in the benefit of the grower. What if I want to be the nigga that sell the weed, just like the liquor nigga? Like, right? I want to open up a liquor store, but I don't want to fuck
Then
with the dealers and dog.
I think that those should be based off of the dispensary licenses that are allotted through the state. So if you get one of those dispensary licenses, cool.
Well, ain't that what we
But
was talking about?
no, once again, I'm talking about from the grower perspective. You brought up
I'm
only
talking
just
about the
being.
article. I thought the article was about niggas renewing they like dispensary shit, and I was just wondering why I got to be always connected to the growing part. Like, I think that shit should be separate. Is what made me comment on it. Cause I don't, cause there's some niggas out there that might want to operate a dispensary, but don't want to fuck with growing and having a
No, I
warehouse.
don't. No, yeah, I think that's something different. But I'm just saying, I think if you're a grower, you should already have the ability to sell, and you shouldn't require a dispensary license. Because hey, I grew all this weed. What the fuck I'm gonna do with it all? Just sit here and look at it? No, that's probably not how that should go. You know?
Now, see me, I think it should be a separate lane for those people because I think those people that's gonna grow, that's way more smaller than a dispensary. 200 plants is gonna be way, way smaller than some shit connected to a
Well,
dispensary.
that was the whole
Why?
point before you had the questions. Is that I think it should be tiered. If you're doing more plants than that, you know what I'm saying? I think it should be a different level, but I think there should be opportunity for all different types of individuals to get in. Because at this particular point in time, like I feel like I could raise 30,000 much quicker than I could $1.3 million.
But I
Like
don't think under that premise, I don't think it should take 30,000 for me to. I shouldn't have to pay you 30,000 to sell my weed. It should be
I'm
anything.
saying it's a one time. I'm saying that 30,000 is a one time that gets you the license. And yeah, you got to renew and maintain your license maybe every year, every 2 years, every 4 years, whatever the fuck the case may
No, I
be.
feel like
But
under what you saying, I feel like it should be like a farmer's market. I grew the weed, the medical license say I can have this many plants. So now I should be able to take my shit right down to the farmer's market and grow and sell my shit without no license because I'm not growing on that big of a level, right? Under your tiered system, I think that 30,000 is that is like that bodega liquor store tier, right? Because ain't no normal motherfucker. I don't think any home grower like us should be paying 30,000 anything. I think any home grower should be able to take what they grow to the market, to the farmer's market, because we can legally grow the shit. Just like I could take my fucking apples down there, right? But I think that second tier, to me, that you're talking about, that $30,000 tier, would be the alcohol,
no,
the
I'm saying that's
corner
the
store
first
type
tier.
shit.
The 30,000 is the first tier. And what I'm talking about more specifically, I ain't talking about the people who grow 6 plants or 12 plants. Like I said, 250 plants. You can pay to do it one time. You got the license now. You licensed to do it, and now you just got to pay to keep this shit up. Even
I
if you
agree.
don't grow the next year, you can still pay to keep your license renewed and shit like that. Keep it active.
I agree. I was just saying, like for the home growers, that's different than us because the average motherfucker ain't paying
Yeah,
no
that's
200.
completely different than
Yeah, that's
someone.
all I'm
I
saying.
don't even think like once you get to 250 plants, which you know,
That would put you
I'm
in the
sure.
liquor store category for real.
But I'm just saying, just in general, like just
In
keeping the
general,
shit 100. We've had that many plants. You know what I'm saying? Like total. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that's kind of fucked up about that is like we've had that many, and I would say at that point, man, that's a completely different kind of little operation. You know what I'm
hey, and
saying?
that's what I agree with right there, Pip. That's how every. That's why I fuck with New York. Everywhere should be like that, bro. I wish St. Louis is like that. I can't. I hope that we able to do that, bro. Because there's so many fucking corner stores. Now, mind you, St. Louis is St. Louis County and St. Louis City. So maybe in St. Louis City they are doing that, right? Maybe, but like they're not doing that shit in St. Louis County, and it's a hell of a lot of shit ton of corner stores. It's like little smoke shops. So I can't wait to like. That's what I'm talking about right there, Pip. Average fucking owner. If you, since weed is legal to grow, yo, you should be able to bring me your weed and I can sell it. You know what I'm saying? Just like shit. If I take my apples to you at Shopping Save, nigga, and you choose to buy them, you can. That's the type of shit I'm talking about right there. Cause I might not want to pay the 30,000. Cause I might not never want to get to nigga 200. Cause again, and I think as growers, I don't know about you. When you say 200 plants, nigga, or 250 plants, I think 250 flowering plants. That's what my mind go to. I don't even. I
Yeah, I'm
always
thinking
forget
any.
about.
I'm thinking you
I
can do that
always
shit in any
forget about the
form.
veg. So I be thinking about
Yeah,
if you
any
got
form
250
capacity.
flowering plants, then that means you're gonna have about 500 total plants. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even 600 if you got 250 flowering plants. You know what I'm saying? Usually, if your shit is that big and you got 250, yeah, you got about 600 total counting clones and veg plants. So my mind, and that's where I be wrong and mistaken at. I think when I heard the plant count or when I heard plants, I instantly think flowering and forget all about, hey man, that's your veg, your clones, that's all that shit. So 200 plants total, that number probably should be. I definitely for 200 plants total, I definitely ain't paying 30,000, nigga. Total? Nah,
No, I
that
think
ain't
that's a
shit. That's
smart
way
move.
too much.
Man, I think that's a smart move to never have any kind of issues to like really be able to open your shit up. Because hey, man, at least for me, once I started getting to that level, that was like the outer band of what a motherfucker could actually like really do. And truthfully, hey man, that shit definitely didn't look as good as it could have looked because hey man, niggas trying to stay as far under the radar as possible.
Yeah, but the
You
average
know,
nigga that's gonna do that shit and do it like how you doing it, niggas, they could just gonna do that shit. Like,
cause here, this how I'm looking at it. Hey
it ain't
man, you
gonna
know what
matter.
I'm gonna do? I'm gonna if I number one, I paid the 30 bands only one time. Then every year I'm paying 4 or 5 thousand. Cool, man. I ain't got no problem with that. Why? Because every year I guarantee you, man, I'm gonna have me about 20, 30, 40, 50 of them plants gonna be outside. Hey man, y'all just don't get this shit. You gonna make that 30,000 back on your first harvest, bro.
Or we can do it the way Pip was just talking about and just let me sell what the fuck I grow with no license and I'm gonna make that same
Cool,
thirty
man.
thousand anyway.
But now you can only have the 6 plants or the 12 plants.
Yep,
That's
and
all
we
you can
gonna
have.
yep, and we gonna do like everybody else has been doing in the history of doing this shit.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah,
Yep,
man. I think that's a fair trade off. If you don't want to do that, hey, now you just gotta stick with the minimum legal amount.
definitely. That's what I'm saying. Let's make it like that, right? And then let me
But
sell
now
the
here's
shit
the
on the farmers
question.
market like everybody else.
But now here's the question, right? If that is the case, let's say a nigga, whatever the fuck happened, and the police get involved and they come through, and they're like, "Damn, man, I see you got 14 plants. The law says you should go to jail for 5 years. Do you think that's worth it?
If that's what the law for the regular
Whatever the
fruits,
law says, what
vegetables,
you
if
think should
that's what
happen?
no, what I'm saying is this. Let me finish. If that's the regular, because I think this shit should be just like anything else you can grow. Anything else you can grow would be a fine. So again, if we're going with what I'm saying, it should be whatever fine that you would pay. And hey, if we catch you just like with the liquor shit, with everything else. Hey man, first time of fine, bro. Now you're on our radar. You know what I'm saying? It's just like with every fucking thing else. No, first time should not be jail 10 years. Nah, no, I do not. That I don't agree with, because what we're talking about is the ability and the right to just sell whatever I can legally grow. That's
Well,
all.
once again, when you're talking about legally growing, a lot of times they got plant count restrictions, and they have
And
in those plant count restrictions. Hold on, in those plant count restrictions, they got it to where they have, you know what I'm saying, consequences for if you go over those restrictions. So
exactly.
that's all I'm saying. So like, I would much rather
I got you,
just
cuz.
be completely left the fuck alone for my one time payment of 30 bands and my yearly payment of 5,000. Like, fuck it, take it, leave me the fuck alone. I'll figure out how to get this 30. Cause guess what, man, I'm about to have 50 of them bad boys in the backyard.
And guess what? I take doing the legal thing, right? And if somebody should come down to the farmers market and want to see how many apples I got, I will take my fine and say, damn, you know what? Gotta pay this fine. I'm out. But I did make a cool 60 G's before I did that, if that's the case. So, these just know. I just ain't trying to pay no 30 bands like that.
Shit, me neither. But I think
Ladies
that's
and
just a great
gentlemen,
ass
coming to
investment.
the stage, Endo the Life. What up, Endo?
Give them
Welcome to
that
the
full
Like,
full
screen.
screen, man.
there go baseline duck pheno.
Okay. That's definitely the duck, Outside in the nice weather.
AD. What
In the
this AD
sunlight.
is seated up. So this AD seated up with our archives, jet fuel gelato, jet fuel OG times Dosey.
We'll have to talk about that. I mean, I at least need just a couple seasons, maybe two. Maybe just two at least.
Hey, that's a grapevine.
Hey, I
Grapevine
want to
right
grow
here.
some grapes. I got some potatoes going right now, and they I forgot the name of them, but they purple. But I want to grow some grapes though, for sure.
It's salad right here. This all salad. Salad.
You got any red leaf lettuce growing or no? That's my favorite lettuce to grow.
Nah, I got this, I don't even know what the hell this is.
I'm just growing,
It's a
man.
watermelon. Callaloo. Yeah. There goes a cucumber.
Have you grown watermelon before?
Yeah, I grew it over there.
I don't never have
Some
good luck with it.
collard green. This sweet char. This purple sweet char. It's regular sweet char. No, it's like callaloo. Cabbage. I mean collard green, sorry.
But yeah, that's what farming is, man. It's just boy just walking, showing the shit he got growing, just shit everywhere. Love it.
Hold on. We gotta go to that mail last because I don't want to touch up the mail. So there's
Boy, be out there practicing his
cherry,
game one
cherry
move.
tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes. Cheers. There's cabbage. All
Yeah,
this cabbage.
Cabbage look nice.
You see it? There go Irish potato right here. So it's an Irish potato. It's kale right here.
Okay. If they save the Irish, fuck it, I fuck with them.
Kosher Kush by DNA Genetics. Kosher Kush. So this is all seeded up. This is seeded up with the archive jet fuel.
That's what I was gonna say with the same jet fuel.
Yeah, the jet fuel OG Tots Dosey.
Okay.
It's kosher Kush. It's early lemon berry ethos. See the purple.
I got some of those. I never grew them though.
It's the same one, little shorty. I think this Etho Cookie Monster.
Okay.
Hit with the jet fuel as well. Jet fuel OG. And we got another kosher cut hit with the jet fuel.
Well, you just let them little skeet on everything. Skeet, skeet, skeet,
Yeah,
skeet.
yeah, he had. So this the lemongrass, right? So you got to eat those lemon diesel right here.
Ah, I was
Long
gonna say
seed.
that burn is a lemon. Yeah, I see it behind that. Okay.
This the random right here. That's the random. Let me see what it's saying.
Yeah, I bet you got on that big ass hat right now too, don't you?
Nah.
Damn. That boy be looking like a straight foreman with that hat on.
So there's sweet seeds, old school sweet seeds. So there's Jack 47.
Man, that shit like
And they
a
got
stealth grow. How he just be pulling
Jack
shit back and
47.
there be a plant there. That
Yeah,
shit
I'm like,
dope.
where did that come from?
So this is Jack 47 by Sweet Seeds. And you see the seed right there.
Yes,
Gotta get up.
sir.
So you know, you got a collard green, callaloo. You got the green onions, seeded up. And you got the tomato. Then you got another watermelon vine, tomato. I just hit it with the charcoal, the chalk. So collard greens. Then, you know, you got the onion.
It's just like you never know what you're gonna see.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, the callaloo about to get cut up. Strawberry.
My fave right there, I love them strawberries.
Strawberry.
They look like the early ones. They the ones that flower once, or they the ones that flower out through the year.
Through the year. I
Okay.
had like 7 harvests already from there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the ones that flower once. I'm gonna mix them in with the ones that flower through the year and see. I think they flower once in the beginning and like once in the end.
So this the AD got seeded up too. This the AD.
We just got shit
Arnold
everywhere.
Drummer.
Everywhere.
Stealth.
Man. And it's crazy because like you be looking at it and you don't even know you're looking at it because like it's so much other shit you looking at.
Yeah. So get rid of that. So make it look
See?
more. It goes it's just a seed run now. So there's the fuel frozen OG by
Now,
Square
quick
One.
question. That little bitty plant right there, did that start out as a seed and then you pollinated it that early?
No, all these is clones.
Okay.
All these clones. This in-house Gasper Ghost OG times platinum, and they got hit with the jet fuel OG, so 2 times OG. Got the Ghost OG and the jet fuel OG in here. It's just for a seed run.
Now, how many seeds do you expect to get out of that? Like that last plant you just showed us?
At least a 10-pack. That's all I need.
Nice.
The hunt.
Nice.
There goes baseline. This the big pheno. It's the diesel pheno. The lemon diesel pheno. I had one right here, but I guess my dog got to it. And then, you know, you got pineapple. What's the name? You got the aloe. You got a callaloo all true here. It's our compost pile right here. Sugar cane, soursop.
My boy said sugar cane.
Aki, elderberry, Aki, cherry tree. Here goes a sunflower seed, sunflower, Aki. All right, let's go over here.
Let's
Here goes
go.
another collard greens right here. So
And this is all
this
one
collard
place.
green. You know,
Urban farming does exist.
Hmm?
Looking at it. I said urban farming does
So what?
exist. We looking at it. This is one place, y'all. All this
Yeah,
full
yeah,
shit you got. You can
yeah.
feed some people.
I just did all the fence line. So I did all the fence lines
Look at
up
this shit
to
there.
where wifey say stop. You know what I mean? And that's my pot bed right there. So this is all tomato, my cherry tomato bed, all lined up.
So is
And
it
all
true that
this,
tomatoes grow like weed?
yeah. Don't it look like weed?
They do, but they
It
always
look
be
like
like, you take care of it the same way you take care of weed. So I just always wondered. I was like, I'm gonna grow a tomato plant in my tent one time and see what happens.
yeah. So we got some sweet tomatoes coming up here. We got callaloo and we got the
That boy,
Ethiopian
I like
apple.
that callaloo.
Man, look at that. See, man, yeah. I forgot. Man, what this is? Oh, this early lemon berry. I mean Ellen Rock. Put that right there.
That's like God himself put that there. I didn't know where I could fuck with nothing that
So
small.
we got yeah, you got to pay attention to your garden. So this got red red potatoes, sweet potatoes, and we had Irish potatoes over there. Then this the starters. We got broccoli right here.
How did you start your sweet potatoes? Did you start them from sweet potato? Cause like, look, I got these sweet potatoes, and they told me the starter potatoes, I gotta put them in the windowsill, and they gotta be in a warm place, and then some shit's supposed to sprout, and I tear that off. And like, how did you start your sweet
You can put
potatoes?
the clear jar and load it up with a little water. Do it like hydroponic style, and stick it
Okay.
with toothpicks.
Toothpick.
We used to
Oh,
do that
kind of
in
like the
school.
avocados do.
What?
Kind of like how you do with the avocados.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then the roots will grow, and then you can start it like that.
Cool.
But this Black G, this for the spring season. This Uncle Fester punch. Uncle Fester punch.
Mm. Mm.
Alright, so we got some kale right here, some life tree, some sweet mint. So we got the mint, whatever. So we got Dodie right here, right? And we got this male right here we're about to kill very soon. This is what's the name? Unlawful. So this is 33 mints times sunset runts, and this is Maricrop. So this male is gonna get hit with that right there, and then that's how we're gonna do it. And that's pretty much it. I can get back to your regular schedule
But
program.
god damn it, that was a lot. It ain't no pretty much it. Like you just showed one thing. That's nice.
Man, definitely appreciate that, Looking good.
Yeah. No doubt. Look
Well
at the colors on
manicured
the
dog as
avocado
well.
tree. Yeah, the avocado tree showing colors. Yeah, we here. And then we about to plant some more for the spring and plant some more for the summer. So that's how it go. I'll get back in the chat. I just want to show y'all real quick, cause wifey about to grill up, play some music. So I'll be in the chat.
Boy, like you living a life. I want to be like Enu when I grow up.
You know the life. So we got the sunflower. This how we started the sunflower actually. We started it off in this little pot with wifey wanted. She wanted the bumblebee, and I drilled the holes. You probably can't. Yeah, you can see the drill the holes, and then we put the sunflower in there. So we had about like 8 sunflowers.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the sunflower there, here, right there, 3 in the front, man, woman, and child, and just two right here.
Look at him.
That's
That
how
boy
we
do
do it.
everything with that boy do everything with a purpose, y'all.
Yeah, yeah, with the love, man. You know. Oh, this. Oh yeah, you already seen the Jack. All right, that's it though. End of the light. Signing off. I'm in the background. One love, Stone and streaming family.
You know it, baby. Thanks for jumping on.
Hell yeah.
What happened? Let's see.
Uh,
No one's anywhere. No one's anywhere.
you run the show. Everyone can see and hear you.
Yeah, except for no one's okay. Maybe I do this. Even though I ain't shit back, can I do that? No, I don't know. Yeah, that shit was dope. That shit was dope, Inu. We appreciate you. Uh,
Hell yeah, man. I think we got one last topic, man, before we go on up out of here. If you can,
there we go.
New York movie theaters could sell marijuana and allow consumption during films under forthcoming license, official says.
Fuck, man, I'm going to New York. God damn it, they got
Hey,
all the dope
look,
shit in New York. I'm
mind,
going there, nigga.
mind blowing.
I'm going there. You can already just sell your weed to the like what Pip was saying earlier, nigga. I might want to go to New York, man. Fuck all of that.
Yeah, man. As soon as I seen this title, I was like, man, this seems like this gonna be a good ass read. A New York official says there are plans in the works to expand permitting and licensing rules that could allow adults to buy and consume marijuana at movie theaters. While many theaters across countries currently let moviegoers purchase and drink alcohol, that's not the case for cannabis, even in states where marijuana has been legalized. At this time, cannabis can only be sold at legal licensed adult use dispensaries or legal licensed adult use micro businesses. New York official, New, New York Office of Cannabis Management Press Secretary Taylor Randy Lee told Variety. For theaters to serve recreational marijuana at their establishments, they would need to either they would need either an events permit or consumption license. She was quoted as saying in the story, the trade publication ran about ways that theaters can appeal to audience to buy tickets. New York State does not have either yet, but plans to in the future. The idea of potentially expanding permitting to authorize sale of cannabis products at movie theaters will set New York apart as it continues to build upon the state's legalization law.
You goddamn right that'll set them apart.
All right, OCM's comments came days after Governor Kathy Hochul signed a pair of companion bills into law that are meant to expand New York's marijuana farmers market program, allowing for more partnerships between licensed cannabis businesses and standalone pop-up events. New York initially authorized cannabis farmers markets events in 2023, aiming to expedite consumers' access to traditional retailers were being approved and help produce bring their products directly to market. Last December, Hochul separately signed legislation to revive the program after it sunsetted in January 2024. The farmers markets events, as originally authorized, were largely responsive to the slow rollout of New York's adult use marijuana program, which faced multiple delays in implementation amid litigation. But the state's industry has gradually expanded, with officials in January touting 1 billion in total sales since the market launched.
Bro.
Man, I thought this would be a great topic, man, because hey, man, would that make you want to go to the movies again?
Yeah, somewhat. I feel like both ways, right? Like D might say, D line, not D Mike, D line. They asking for a riot. You definitely can't do that shit everywhere. Like, oh, it's okay. Why this is dope? It's a couple. It's a couple different things. If we being fair, what if motherfuckers just want to start firing up cigarettes, right? So like, if it's a law against smoking inside, even though obviously, obviously smoking weed is nowhere near like the same thing. I'm just putting it in the context of smoke going in the air, of shit that they said you couldn't do in a theater. I think that that's one hurdle they would have to, one hurdle that they would have to, get past. The next thing I do think, well, I think it's dope. There's plenty of people out there that might be older and they might want to have a very good ventilation system to pull the shit out because, a regular moviegoer might not. That shit strong. The grow be strong. So just imagine a theater of niggas smoking. That shit gonna be strong as the fuck.
Well, here's the thing,
And
right? So, just to your first point, I think that you know, motherfuckers will be well to your second point because I can't remember the first thing you said, but I think motherfuckers will have to be aware that hey, yeah, we're going to a green theater, nigga. This is where you go and smoke, and you go to the damn theater, like you know what I mean. So I don't think that just your random motherfucker would stumble in that motherfucker and not know what's going on.
no, I'm not
You
talking
know what I'm
about.
saying?
That's
And
not what
then
I'm.
and then
That's
just
not
to
what I
move
was
back to the
talking about.
first point about a nigga lighting up a cigarette. Hey man, you know these niggas be smoking grabber leaves mixed into their goddamn joints with a backwood wrapped around it. Backwood, it'd be grabber leaf, weed, backwood, fucking joint wrap around. Like these niggas damn near smoking cigarettes anyway.
Well,
So
what I was talking about with the whole, I'm not saying a person that don't want to be in the weed theater. What I'm talking about is even on the, I know plenty of people that are normal people that don't smoke weed, right? And they were sensitive to the smell. So what I was saying is this: not that particular movie theater. Like I'm in theater number 8, 9, and 10. Those are weed theaters, and theaters 1, 2, and 3 ain't. What I'm saying is, even in a building, if you don't get a good ventilation system, you're gonna not enough to get a contact high, anything like that. But you're gonna walk in the building and know it's kind of like kind of like you being in a dispensary. Sometimes the smell is gonna be there. So what I'm saying is, I would hope that they will have a good. You just ain't gonna be able to avoid it because niggas gonna be coming out that motherfucker
yeah, I
loud.
think
And I think
yeah,
the best thing is just to have
it
the
just
whole
make the whole
theater.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
the whole thing need to be like that. That's
the
what I'm
whole
thinking. I didn't even
theater.
consider that it would be like half and half. Now I'm thinking like this whole shit is already like fully smoked out. Hey man, don't have any money? Just go on down here to the theater,
And why
man.
that sounds
Get
cool,
high, sit in there and get
all that
high.
shit sound cool, but you know what I can't stand? Dog, the smell of burning fucking backwood. I hate the smell of backwood smell and that fucking burning, nigga. Like that shit is cool. I might go one time to experience that shit, but yeah, that definitely wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Out there they got 15 screens, yeah. They can have 3 for weed, but the weed gonna end up taking over the theater anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be an adult theater, meaning ain't nobody gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's just how the shit gonna go. You'll make money though for sure. It's just like when I want weed to be just like alcohol, but when I think about it on a personal level, alcohol is a lot less intrusive to someone else's personal space than weed is. Honestly, right? Because alcohol, the only thing you smelling with alcohol is gonna be like the person is gonna be what's intrusive, not the actual thing with alcohol. Where burning weed is actually intrusive to people. It ain't to me, but you know, some people don't want to smoke outside because they might feel like, oh, this shit is intrusive to neighboring kids and neighboring people. Even though I'm outside in a place where I can smoke weed, it's still intrusive. Whereas a person could just, if they drink alcohol, pour that shit in the cup and sit on the front, they cool. They ain't bothering nobody. So even though I want weed to be less intrusive, what up, Brooke? Even though I want weed to be less intrusive and I want it to be equal as alcohol, that's like the main thing that's separated is that shit right there. Right? It's intrusive to others. It ain't no way that niggas can really just smoke weed where it don't involve nobody else. Right? To where, oh man, I can sit on my front porch and smoke and I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? We just ain't to that point yet. I wish we was.
Yeah, man. I just think the knowing that you're going in that motherfucker, you just gotta realize, hey, man. Now everybody, you gonna have niggas with bongs, papers, blunts, backwoods. Shit. Garcia, Vegas. Niggas will be that bitch with a little bit of everything.
Bitches
You
with
might have
Tim's
a
on.
niggas. Yeah, you might have a motherfucker in there with a whole fucking with a Puffco, man. You know what I'm saying? With a Puffco in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas gonna be in that bitch getting blows. But it's like you just gonna have to accept the fact that hey, one, everybody in this bitch high. Two, you might get a little bit of that backwoods stench on you.
Yeah, that's like a that's cool. It'll be a thing that I do. Probably wants to say I did it like nigga, oh we can smoke weed. In the movie theater. Just like when they had food and motherfucking the reclining chairs and shit, I did that shit just to say I did it. Cause I ain't no nigga old. I didn't think I was gonna see that shit. So I'm like, fuck it.
Is Brooklyn in the house? Without a doubt.
My whole crappy crew smoke. We be lit on the water. My little brother was just talking about, hey, I'm off now, Brooklyn, so I can catch you motherfuckers when y'all be going live at like midnight, 1 in the morning. I don't know what the fuck y'all be trying. That's all. But shout out to y'all and 420 girl. Well, I'm gonna bomb her shit when she go live later on at like 1 o'clock in the morning and be like, yo, why y'all never come over and see my shit? We be over here, right? Boy, look, her ass get on, turn on that motherfucking red light and get to nigga get to the fucking smoking and all. You know what I'm saying? All kind of shit be funny. The shrooms is the funniest though, cause I don't do them. So it's always funny to watch other people do them. Hey, but in today's society, yeah, hey, Pip, y'all do be having fun. But in today's society, right, because weed is so legal, shrooms has turned into the new weed. I would say. I definitely,
Um,
I definitely
you
see
know the
more.
thing about it, man, is the shrooms have been hand in hand with weed for like damn near since like the '90s, as far as I can remember. Like that shit has always been like part of the weed culture, believe it
I
or not.
agree, but in St. Louis, you couldn't get shrooms like you can get them now. Like they're readily available. Like for us here, it was an accessibility thing. So like up until like maybe fuck
Man, I would have thought y'all would have had all the
nah,
shrooms, all them fucking dairy farms and cows y'all got out there.
nah, you gotta understand that's in Missouri. That's not in St. Louis, right? So the whole
St.
thing,
Louis is in Missouri.
and it right, but St. Louis is a part of Missouri, so it's only one part. So niggas be thinking that St. Louis is most of Missouri. It's like one of the smaller cities in Missouri, but it wasn't popular, is what I'm saying. With the young black people, nigga, it just was not popular. Now, with the shit being in candy bars and snacks and shit, the shit has gotten way more popularized. I noticed for a lot of young cats that I work with, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is way more popular. Them niggas ain't eating caps, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yep, shit before the '90s, weed shrooms was the thing at Woodstock. Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
I'm just talking about with the niggas though. I mean, cause I don't really know what niggas was doing in the '90s, or excuse me, in like the '70s and '80s. Like I imagine them niggas was doing cocaine. That was the thing back then. You know what I'm saying? But just like I can always remember, like even niggas who was smoking weed, like red and meth, them niggas was fucking with the mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I guess Wu-Tang's a different story because some of them niggas was fucking with the angel dust.
Yeah, just as a mainstream thing, it wasn't mainstream here with just younger people or people in general would just be on shrooms. That was like now that shit is like super mainstream. This motherfucker. What are you trying to show us, man? What are you trying to show us? And we put you back on, man. I
Yeah,
just
sorry.
glanced down.
Yeah, this the
Just glanced down and saw you.
yeah, that's the Pac-Man.
I got like an old school weed look. What you think about it?
Lemon.
Yeah,
Lemon,
definitely.
you can taste the lemon,
Very
lemon,
lemony.
pie face or punch or whatever. Yeah, you can definitely taste that. I forgot I showed you the egg. I mean, here goes the what's the name? Baseline too. There goes another baseline right here in the cut.
Bass.
And another baseline right there.
I would have always used it as a promo, boy. That'd have been hard. Bass.
Yeah, that's it. I just want to show the bug.
Looking good, man.
Pac-Man
Looking
number
good.
4.
Man, and as long as you enjoy it, bro. That did have a lot. I did taste a lot of lemon in that shit. Not a big fan of lemon
definitely.
myself, but you know, I did taste a lot of it.
Definitely.
Cracks in the weed combination make your eyes bleed. Look at that. We didn't even see that motherfucker hanging out there. See, it's like a treasure trove. You never know.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah, I know. I'm missing it. Everywhere. You got a lot of land, nigga.
Yeah, that's
If shit go bad, I'm coming to Florida to find and new. Right to Florida.
yeah.
As soon as I get to the border, I'm just
we got the seasoning, we got the food ready for you.
I swear to God, if I see an iguana walk through that motherfucking nigga. I had an iguana. I like iguanas a lot too. Y'all got them motherfuckers in the wild though. That's crazy.
Yeah, they huge.
Oh, it's crazy, dog.
What's that thing where you switch it up? It's going like the opposite way. He told 420 girl about it. You switch settings.
Not going the opposite way. I don't know. Look, I'm so high. I'm fucking dick can't think. I'm like, what the fuck is he saying? It's gonna be an hour later. I'm like, fuck. Hey, look, nigga, you know I'm gonna see you in everything. If anything else go live tonight, I'm gonna see you in the thing, and I'm gonna remember it in for sure. Somebody go live. Brooklyn to go live. Somebody go live. Goddamn it.
What's up, 20 girl?
One of you niggas go live later. Cause I'm gonna be moving shit around. Go live so I can hear y'all. Hey, 420 girl, I was just talking shit about you. That's so funny. Hey,
where she at? She there?
Yeah, I need you to go live later. Need you to go live later, like
like 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, not 11:30.
Well, it don't matter what time, cause I'm actually off, man. I be at work listening to y'all with the earphones, and I can't even really do shit, but just listen.
I'm on 27 days straight.
If I got on that motherfucker, y'all be here all loud ass machines in the fucking back. Where the fuck is this nigga building?
Oh yeah, that's something different. My dog was tearing up the labels. Yeah. That's a lemon diesel. That's that ain't it. So I'll put the time right there. That thing skinny. Yeah, well, seated up. It's gonna do its job.
You can now is this what you showed us already, or is you just going?
Yeah, I'm double dipping later.
Peace. Double dipping ass. Look at here. I'm just gonna come back and you gonna come back and do what I want to do, guys. It was the Hindu takeover. That shit was so funny. We can yeah, cause I'm off, so it's cool. I will join y'all for sure. I told you Inu never met a link that he didn't like, boy. Never met a link he ain't like. You leave your door open, he gonna just come on in and borrow some sugar. Do you the fuck is this? You got anything you want to add, man? We done win a little bonus for the folk.
Hey, look, man, you know when you said do you know what I thought of?
Have your passports?
Do you have your passports? Do you have your
I
shots?
know. I'm trying to decide, y'all, if I'm gonna make a dedicated computer building thing. Then y'all can follow me down at Jersey just for Jersey. Oh my God, Journey just for support. Follow me down to Jersey. We play basketball. I don't want y'all to buy shit, but just I'm selling shit like a motherfucker. I already sold a couple, but it's kind of fun, kind of like. But it look like that shit gonna be expensive here in a second with all these tariffs and shit. But I ain't gonna never not fuck with weed though. Matter of fact, I'm finna make a video about all the shit that I just told y'all, cause I probably could have, probably should have, could have showed y'all. We've been fucking running so long. Maybe I'll invade for 20 girls shit show y'all there or show her. Y'all shit. Hey, cause look, I want to see how that one big ass plant is you got, cause I got one big ass plant like that I got in flower. So, hey yo, that shit is definitely interesting. I got it under one of them bullshit elastic scribes though. I really don't like them that much. All right, and we have no outro music, so I mean, well, fuck. I guess ain't no need to grab an umbrella because I gotta get the music back right. You gonna have to email me a copy of the music, guys, and we'll have umbrellas and shit ready the next show. You know what I'm saying? I guess he got his passports and everything. Anything else you want to leave people with, cuz?
No, man, that's it, man. Appreciate y'all stopping through, man. Fucking with the show today, man. It's been another one in the books.
All right, well, I'll let you. If y'all be up, everybody go to 420 girl shit later. It's like the unofficial after party, I guess. Fuck it. The rain will be back next week. Until then, we'll see y'all later.